This is Bella.
Rock Ice Arena. New Jersey Rockets are getting ready to take on the Little Flyers. On a sunny, beautiful fall day, but we are indoors for the best sport in the world, at the best level in the world. At least we like to think so. It's Rockets hockey at the 19U AA level. Rockets wearing their home grays with black numbers and white trim. We'll give you a look at the Little Flyers. The traditional looking Philadelphia Flyers type uniforms with the orange, white orange jerseys base, with the Flyers logo on there. Written into is Little Flyers. Difficult to see from there, but nonetheless still available. 17 minutes on the clock as we play a Maha League game. The Little Flyers, I believe, are leading the 19U AA division, and it's one of the trademark clubs that we see, and usually they have very good teams at all levels, and this year and this level being no exception. Referee skating around, looks like it's just one, at least for now, so that creates a little bit of a challenge. We'll see if a second referee pops on as the Rockets gather. Coach Jeremy with the red knit hat on the bench with Coach Walt there and Coach Paul joining over. 1-2-3 Rockets is the call as they skate over to their bench. Flyers do their cheer and they move over and having collected their pucks. Ariella Marklin will be today, and looks like otherwise there's a full complement. Referee checking the penalty box over there. George Tillinghast, your scoreboard operator, and Jen Lee, your scorekeeper today. And thank you to U16 Captain Bella Cucci for doing the intro today. Amanda Werner in the face-off dot, Luisa Rizzo on left wing, Lily Rose Smith on the right, Kirsty Kamerkar on right D, Aaron Bruno on left. Liftoff from Dunellen. Rockets win the face-off and they move it up there. Riz picks one off, sends it to Amanda. Amanda trying to get down low, gets to the top, wrist shot. Babin makes one save, grabs a second save, but it goes behind the net. Babin catches with the right hand, so that's unique. Pushing and shoving behind the end line. Amanda gets taken down, no call, loses the stick, picks it back up. Riz battling to keep the puck in the offensive zone, and she does that for a moment. It's chipped out. Lily tries to bat it in. Amanda's going to pick that one off, send it into the offensive zone, and now it's moved out. Fanned on the shot, Lily on the pass, Lily picks it up, but the Flyers are going to move it in. Aaron steps in, knocks it away first with the stick and then the skate. Riz joins a lot of company, and the puck is bandied about through neutral ice. It's sent in, and Poulin gives chase, but that's PJ to get to it first. Two over there, Aaron chips it up the boards. It goes between the points, Conway gets it, wrist shot through traffic, and Ariellis with her first save of the game kicks it into the corner. Poulin there tries to move it up the boards and gets it back down, sends it in front, it's loose in front, still loose, trying to knock it away. Looks like Kirsty over there. Poulin 71 moves it behind the net and to the corner. Flyers playing with it low. Aaron marks the player in front. Ariellis rebuffs the shot in front. Wrist shot. Ariellis got a piece of it blindly and knocked it away. 15:22 left first period. Riz is going to get off for a shift right there as they've been caught out there since the opening bell. What a kick save by Ariellis, and she covers the rebound. So the Rockets got the initial shot there, and the Flyers came down, the little Flyers came down, and with a long offensive sequence to maintain the 0-0 tie. Little Flyers skated through, wrist shot, Ariellis traps it, leaves no rebound, whistle and a stoppage of play now with 15:04. PJ in the center circle has Izzy and Tootie with her. PJ wins the faceoff, but the Flyers are there. Tootie covers the point, and the little Flyers player didn't have anywhere to go. That's number 3. We'll try to get the names where we can. We know we have some from both contingents watching today, and we're glad to have you if you haven't checked us out before. PJ's going to get it, chip it up, and this is going to be Izzy battling for it. Picked up by Mundy, and she skates it into her own end. Tootie there puts on the brakes as the little Flyers move the puck through neutral ice deftly. 18 will get it, and she'll go to the far boards, and she'll find Larissa over there. Larissa will pick for Izzy. Izzy tries to get it up just out of picture there, and the Flyers keep it in. That's 15, no name on the jersey. So we'll try to get you the names for both sides. Well, we know the sides and the names of the ones in gray. We'll try to get you the names of the ones in orange as well. 14 minutes now as we've played 3. Wrist shot, Ariellis with the save off the giveaway. She got the blocker on it and steered it behind the net. Flyers were changing, so they didn't sustain the pressure on that portion, but they maintain possession. Tootie's going to get to this one, chip it off the boards to herself. Amanda go. That saved the 2-on-1, and Amanda saw Riz. There's Riz, and Roberts gets it forward, but Riz battling with her. Kicked off Amanda. Riz is going to get it and skate it into the offensive zone. Along the boards, she will go forward with it. And the Flyers get it behind the end line. Georgie's out there with Amanda and Riz for this one. Kirsty's going to get it in neutral ice, send it forward for Riz. Riz is wearing her green gloves for Ramapo High School today. She is doing that in honor of the untimely passing of Ramapo football coach Drew Gibbs. So Riz doing her little bit to honor the late and beloved Coach Gibbs. PJ up through neutral ice, gets tripped up over there, no call. It's a foot trip, not a stick trip, and those usually are the ones that can get by a ref. They're used to seeing sticks on skates and not. That one sent in from the right point. More of a dump, but it was a dump on net. Ariellis covers it up, whistle and a stoppage of play. 12:39 left first period. No score from Dunellen. Rock Ice Arena. The first of 2. This is the U19 AA and the U16 AA. At the conclusion of this game, after the resurfacing of the ice, Rockets win the faceoff and they pull it around the back of the net, but the Flyers jump in there to gain at least a battle for possession. It's moved up and out by Izzy. She's trying to get through the wing. Izzy got through a little bit of neutral ice, but not all of it. Poulin, 71, dumps it to the far corner. Kalik over there, or Kalki, 5. We'll try to get the names again, as I said. So forgive me if I get them almost right. They're either right or they're wrong, I know, but we're trying. Wrist shot, loose in front. Ariellis saves the rebound with the left skate. Sent to the left point. Snapshot hits, looked like Amanda's pad. Rachel battling in the corner. Using the stick, gotta watch the hook there. So now they're probably about even. Rachel got away with a little bit of a hook, but the player was just standing and wasn't trying to move. If she moved, she probably would have drawn the hooking penalty there. Izzy is called off for the shift, and Amanda will bring it in with Lily. Lily's got to hustle back to get the puck and send it forward. Kalki, that's 3. There's the one who was name I was trying to get before. Rockets. Georgie has 3 to beat, mostly trying to include the change. Lily has to dump it as Georgie was at the line, so good job letting Georgie. Played with in the corner. Lily behind the net. Lily leaves it for Georgie, but Georgie gets a little company. PJ hustling over there. Aaron's at the point, but it doesn't come to the point. Aaron keeps it in with the left skate deftly. Bruno, 16. Looked like she was doing a little Irish step dance over there. It comes between the points. Georgie's going to get it. She's got a lot of traffic. All 5 Flyers to beat. Kirsty keeps it in. Sends it to the corner, and PJ will cover the point on the right side. Tootie behind the net. Tootie's got a chance to get that one if it comes out, but the bank didn't go the right way. PJ at the point, sends it at the net. Georgie there, but couldn't grab the loose puck before it got sent back over the line. Comes out toward the point, they chip it out. It's going to be a one-on-one battle. Poulin with Amanda. Amanda stands her up at the blue line, uses the body to shield off Poulin, and sends it off the dasher to the far side. Izzy's got a chance for a break. Izzy skating up. Somebody got back. Shot goes just wide, maybe more of a dump there as Amanda storms in on the left wing. Sent in just offside. Amanda was trying to get there, but couldn't do it quickly enough. So a whistle and a stoppage of play. A lot of action here from Rock Ice between the Rockets and the Little Flyers. 9:44 left in the first period. Shots 8-1 so far for the Little Flyers. Rockets had the first shot of the game practically right off the opening faceoff. Flyers win the faceoff and they skate it with alacrity. Can't get through the dot though. Amanda gets that and she gets a little traffic from behind as 19 recovers. Lily tries to take a whack at her. 19 all the way through the slot. Wrist shot off the post. Loose under Ariellis' pad. No whistle. Still no whistle. Net knocked off, but the Rockets will skate it out. They're asking for the ref to blow the whistle, and he finally does. Now, let's be fair to the ref here. There's only one ref today. Maybe the second one will show up, but he's got to watch the play, and he didn't see behind the play that the net was off, and the vociferousness of the Rockets coaching staff and players eventually forced the whistle. Now the puck had gotten out of the zone when he blew the whistle, but the face-off is going back into the Rockets zone here, so I'm dubious about that. Hill from the right point, fans on the shot. She was looking for Roberts. Wrist shot is knocked away and doesn't go at the net. Sent into the slot. Roberts' wrist shot. It hit Aaron and went to the other side in front of the net. I say it hit Aaron, but she blocked the shot. Aaron marking whoever's there. 19, we'll have to get her name. She's been all over the puck. Centered, but PJ knocks it to Tootie, who chips it up but not out. Maybe it was out. So the Rockets maybe get the benefit of that call where they probably should have had the face-off in there. It looked like maybe she kept it in, but unfortunately still, if Robin Thicke were here, he would be singing Blurred Lines because that's what we have for the 3 lines in the center of the ice. They are blurred and they're not perfect from a meltdown that happened here at some point during a power failure late in the summer, and the lines were never repainted. Wrist shot off a deflection. Ariellis with 1 save, 2 saves. There's the 3rd. Prone. Markland keeps them in the game. This is going to be clear that one out of danger. Loose pucks in front. Sticks chipping at it. And Ariellis Markland, number 2, makes 3 saves within the sequence. The first from longer range, but still a quality shot. The second 2 from close range, very high quality shots. Amanda on the face-off with Georgie and Lily. The wings are flanking her left. One there by Amanda for Rachel. Rachel steers it to the near side for Georgie, but Conway gets it, hits her own player with the shot. Looked like Booth, 5, took the friendly fire. And if this was Ford's Theater, boy, that would be a total misconstrue. Loose puck in front, they can't get an actual shot as the Rockets are able to disrupt it. Off Georgie's skate and sent back in by Conway with the cross slot dump. Move up toward the point, Lily battling there. They come out of the corner with it, and 3 left in the period, no score. We have 2 refs now, so our second ref has joined us. Skated in. She'll take the shot that's blockered away. The unorthodox right-handed catching goalie is Babin for the Flyers, who send it through neutral ice. And that is Larissa who sends it through for the icing just through Georgie's wickets and whistle and a stoppage of play. 11-2 the shots for the Little Flyers. The Rockets had the first and the most recent, and 11 straight by the Little Flyers in between. 7:04 left on the clock. No score from rock ice and Dunellen. Properly frigid rock ice. Tootie picks off that face-off and sends it forward, but she's 1-on-4. Tootie hustling through. A possession change. There's the battle. In the corner, Izzy. Now it comes to the near side half boards. PJ gets it, sends it low for Izzy. Izzy sends it in front. Tootie was there, and if it got through, scoring chance. Aaron forward. The battle sent forward onside. He uses the skates and then the stick to manage possession, but sends it in and loses possession forward. Comes through neutral ice. 19 takes a little bit of a slowdown there. Left between the points for 3. Sent to the corner, and Kirsty pushes it up to the half boards. Wrist shot, Ariellis with the save, leaves it for Aaron. It goes back to the point, deflected and hits the netting on the right side. Whistle and a stoppage of play. 5:56 left. First period, no score. Shots 11-2 still for the Little Flyers. Amanda in the circle has Riz and Lily in the slot, her wings. The cross-style face-off is going to be won by the feet. 79 gets it, goes to the backhand. Ariellis knocks that one down and covers up the rebound before further trouble. Amanda on the face-off here. Wins this one cleanly to Rachel, who sends it around for Lily. Lily hustles to the puck, chips it. Let's see if they can get possession. No, the Flyers are going to send it back in. Goes just out of picture over there. 79 now cross slot. 79's going to get it. Lily gets handcuffed by it and couldn't knock it down. And Amanda is going to get to this one. Lily's going to try to chip it out. Can't get it. Flyers still maintaining possession. Riz even couldn't get it out there. And now it goes out to neutral ice. 7 is going to grab this one and go right to the and bring it in. It goes off. Conway can't try to pick this one off. It's a foot race. She can't get onside. The Flyers kick that back into their own zone. It's a bad call. The Flyers kicked that one back into their own zone, which made the play onside, even if Louisa was in there. Missed call right there. Again, this is not the NHL, so we can't expect the refs to make that, but a Flyer projected the puck back into their own zone, which leaves a player onside. It's only offside if you project it into on the offensive side and your player, your teammate, is already in there. Poulin with the slapper over the line. Booth now in the corner. Sends it to the point. they go between the points, and now 15 is going to send it deep. 4:30 left. First period, no score. Try to send it out in front, but PJ goes down and snuffs that away with sticks and skates and every other tool that 21 has, and her toolbox is vast and on display often. Izzy uses the body to shield that puck out of the zone, and it hits off Amanda's skate. Booth will get it in. She's got a lot of company over there. Hook there, interference, no call, but a very subtle play. And it goes behind the end line. Aaron's going to get that, tries to steer it for Tootie at the half boards. Tootie bodies off the player and gives Amanda a chance to grab it. Amanda looks toward the center, takes her time, and finds Georgie in open ice. Very good patience and vision shown by Werner. Now 3:40 left in his side, and that was a good call. Most of the calls are good. We have to stress that. And when the Zebras are making the bad calls, we happen to notice it a little more because they are our girls, and we always feel there's an injustice if it is a call that goes against us. Hahn will try to bring it in, but Rachel disrupts that play. It goes into the right circle. Amanda's safety down there. Steers it around the boards for Lily. Lily gets to the puck first and uses the body to shield her player off, allowing the clear by Larissa. Rockets change a few behind the play as Georgie pursues. Lily's going to get to that one. Lily and Georgie out there, they make a lot of magic together, those two. Ever since they had a big penalty-killing shift together against the Bells, they've become a dynamite tandem out there defensively. And hopefully we see it create some offense as well. Larissa in a puck position battle in front. A lot of stuff going on there. Wrist shot, Larissa kicked it away. Got the right skate on it and redirected it to the corner. Goes to the point and it's chipped up and out. That is going to be a face-off outside of the Rocket zone as a result. So 15-2 the shots for the Little Flyers. The Rockets doing a little bit of a rope-a-dope here. Let's see. We know that they don't need an abundance of scoring chances to score. They very often are reliant more on the quality of their scoring chances than the quality. So the 15-2 deficit in shots on the scoreboard is not quite indicative of the way they've played, especially compared to the way they've played in some of the other games this season. Roberts gets it, tries to center. She's got Donovan there, but Donovan can't pull the trigger. Tootie will get it up and out of the zone on the second try. Tootie gets it in and sends it deep. Donovan clears it through. Let's see if Aaron can get it at the point. She got it there, but had to be a little flat-footed as she was in no man's land. Tootie trying to get out of the zone was held up there. I think they and looked like it might have been an icing because Kirsty was a little bit behind the center line, but no call there. And they skate on with 100 seconds left in the first period. Wrist shot goes, and there's going to be a call here, and the Rockets are going to be whistled for. It looked like, was it interference or a hook? It's Amanda going into the box. So a very active first period for 23 Werner. She's been up and down the ice surface and played a very good game thus far. And in the defensive zone, sometimes if you're ever going to get a penalty, that's acceptable because it prevents a scoring chance. Lily and Georgie killing up front, Larissa and Rachel behind. We talked about it before as this penalty killing duo up front has been dynamite together, and they've been together as a pair killing penalties for about 3 games now. Between the points, wrist shot redirected in front. That's only have 4 out there. Lily takes a hit up front. No back. No call, so they're going to let him play. It's getting rough out there. Wrist shot, Ariella save, and leaves no rebound. Lily took the hit up front. Now when the player is protecting themselves, they get the hands up, and if it's hands to the face on contact, they often will call that. And Rose Smith took no guff. They saw no call against her, and she gave it right back. So excellent first 41 seconds of the kill. 119 in the kill for the Rockets and 55.2 in the period. Flyers win the faceoff, tackle in front, wrist shot, Ariella save, leaves no rebound, got it in the glove. They tick 7 seconds off in the sequence. Izzy and PJ, the forwards, killing it off. Kirsty and Aaron back on D. 2 defense pairs. And they roll consistently regardless of the situation. The only time it changes is if one of them goes in the box. It's not usually even situational. Flyers win the faceoff, go to the right point. Mundy sends it wide of the net and high. 36 seconds left in the period. Flyers are going to move it around here on the power play. High, low, left side, redirected in front, loose still. Ariellis dives out and covers it up. 27 seconds left in the penalty kill. The Little Flyers, as we expect, and we see it from year to year, level to level, their power play is very organized and very patient. So a big face-off for Jacobus. She can't win it. Mundy between the points, slapper redirected, but Hahn redirected it not in the way that she would want to. PJ gets a piece of it. Aaron's going to step up. Aaron's going to shepherd that puck forward. PJ gets it, dumps it out. 12 seconds left in the period. Izzy can pursue offensively here. There's not much time for a rush. Flyers would have to hit a home run pass for it. Izzy's going to try to pick this one off. Tootie gets there. That's going to expire the period. A well-played period on both sides of the ice. 0-0 it ends. The Little Flyers will commence the second with 23 seconds of power play time. And they will walk into the second period with an 18-2 advantage in shots. The Rockets have done well to keep the majority of the quality of those shots to a minimum, but Ariellis has had probably 5 or 6 of her 18 saves be of the top quality from the doorstep at close range and such. If you're checking us out from Manalapan, Morristown, Malvern, Malmo, or Mumbai, we're glad that you're here. And if you want all of the updates on Rockets hockey, whether it's live streams or uploads of recorded games and coach interviews and special things that may come up during that time, then hit that subscribe button. And then once you've subscribed, if you could hit the alerts button, you'll get the alerts as well. And we're glad that you are here checking it out, whether you're watching it live or at your leisure on demand. Ariellis now will occupy the net to your left as she heads down there. And they move it back towards center. Liftoff in the second. PJ wins the faceoff, shorthanded, just for a few seconds more, 18 of them. Donovan sends it in deep. PJ's going to pick that one off. It's going to probably, well, not quite. I might have spoken too soon. Now it's going to occupy the rest of the penalty time as the Little Flyers move it in. Roberts on the right wing, her wrist shot blocked by Rachel. Izzy now jumps off as the exchange for her and Amanda. Georgie's going to have a break. Tillinghast trying to race for the puck. Couldn't get possession of it cleanly, and it's knocked away. So the little Flyers saved a breakaway right there, and the Rockets trying to get behind the D. 2-on-1. Larissa's back. Wrist shot whistled over the crossbar. So she came in on the 2-on-1. The Rockets took away the pass, forced the shot, and the shot didn't go on net. Flyers are changing down and holds possession 1-on-2. Gets it to the right circle. Wrist shot knocked away by Amanda's skates. Rachel battling for it below the line. 2 Flyers below the line. They'll play with it there. Looking to come out, but they'll have to go wide as Rachel steers them there. One-timer by Poulin. 1 save, 2, and covered up by Ariellis. Looks like they'll give 1 shot in the sequence on the scoreboard. We'll see if they add the second. Looked like Ariellis had a couple of saves there. 15:36 left, second period from Rock Ice. 0-0 between the Rockets in gray and black and the Little Flyers in orange and black. Rockets win the face-off courtesy of Amanda. They try to send it behind the net. Flyers pick it off. They send it out in front. Ariellis covers it up. Looked like one of the shots maybe hit the side of the netting, the side of the goal, actually. Face off. Goes behind the net. Poulin there. Comes out in front, wrist shot, and it hits off Ariellis' pad and goes in. 15:14 left, second period. And the Little Flyers break out on top. Crease, not sure if she's injured or not, but she gets up now. They'll face it off here with PJ in the circle. Tootie on the right, Izzy on the left. They win it to Aaron. She'll move it through neutral ice and in. Aaron will stay in pursuit over there. Along the boards, PJ chips it forward, and they'll battle for it along the left point with Izzy. Sent in, Flyers move it through, redirecting stick taps over there to move it out. They'll dump it deep. It's going to be an icing. Whistle in the stoppage of play. 14:52 left. Second period, 1-0 Little Flyers on the goal here just moments ago. 21-2 the shots for Orange. Rockets looking to add to that shot total with the offensive zone draw. Jacobus there. Hansen in the slot. Camarada on the left wing. Flyers win it. They steer it up the boards, but PJ's there. Shoveled in front. Tootie was trying to redirect it, but her stick was tied up. Comes up the near side boards and through neutral ice. Hahn and Lee trying to battle for it. Rachel uses the body, wins the back, picks it off and shoots it high. Flyers battled for behind the net. PJ down there, getting a little help from Rachel, 2-on-2 battle. Still battled for behind the net. Izzy gets dumped. Maybe dumped herself and she comes out with the puck. Camarada with 14 minutes left finds Hansen through neutral ice but can't keep it. Conway there. Flyers will move it in. They move it to the right point. Wrist shot coming. As she walks down slow, Ariellis with the stick save and covers the rebound. No chance to hack at the rebound there. 13:46 left in the second. It was 0-0 through 1, and it's 1-0 Little Flyers here in the second. Amanda on the faceoff wins it back behind the net for Kirsty. Kirsty to the near side boards looking for Lily. They send it at the net. Ariella stops it and leaves it for Aaron, who curls behind and sends it up to the wing for Riz. Riz will try to chip it forward, and she leaves it for Aaron. battled there along the boards, the diminutive 13 with the much bigger Roberts, and a third flyer comes in to send it forward. Chipped toward the net, and Roberts was there looking for a rebound, but Harry Ellis covered it up before that could happen. 13-15. Thanks for joining us. 16s after this. Or if you're watching for the 16s against the Little Flyers, you can go and find it right here on the YouTube page. Flyers come out of the corner, wrist shot off the outside of the net. Cycling low, Mundy in the slot, one-timer, stick save by Markland. Goes into the corner. Flyers now applying pressure here. A lot of possession. They move it out in front. Loose puck. Riz is trying to chip it. Oh, she was looking for the home run. She was definitely trying to chip that one past. That one now sent away. There's going to be a slash. The whistle blew quickly on possession, so I'm not sure which team is going to be penalized here. It's Roberts going in for the slash, 44. So the Rockets will now embark on their first power play of the game with 12:37 left in period 2, and them facing a 1-0 deficit. PJ with Tootie in the slot, Izzy on the half boards on the left, Rachel at the left point, and Larissa on the right point, but she'll set up between the points. We have this issue where it's difficult to open the visiting team's box. Last week we had a parent deftly climb over the box and open it. And I think we will have one of the other players look at with the dexterity of a lizard. She has gotten into the penalty box and at rock ice. Looked like Daly, number 4, not dressed for the game, was able to do that. So the Flyers win the face-off shorthanded and send it in. Kalki is the one to do that, and it goes behind the net. Larissa will get it as the Rockets try to break. Sent toward the net, but just a little wide, and Rachel's going to get there. Rockets will try to break out here, but just out of picture, it looks like one of the Flyers is able to keep possession. Now Larissa's going to get it, and she's going to have a little room to skate it up. Radishevsky over the center line. Radishevsky gains the offensive zone and dumps it in. Under 12 minutes left in the second period and 1:20 on the power play. Tootie had a chance in front there trying to redirect it. Towing the line. Izzy sends it, tried to redirect in front was Tootie. She tries to wrap around looking for somebody on the other side, can't get it. Rockets can't hold it in, and they get back into their own defensive zone. Larissa, long pass to Izzy. Izzy leaves it for Rachel. Rachel will gain the line on the left side and send it in. Rockets will change with 50 seconds on the power play. Tootie wins that puck. Down low to Rachel. Rachel centers it, nets off its moorings. Still no whistle, but that's because the Rockets have possession. If the puck crosses the line, it doesn't have to go into the net. The refs could actually see the puck cross the line with the net off and allow a goal. So that's why they don't blow the whistle necessarily immediately when one team has a scoring chance or a potential scoring chance. 39 seconds left in the power play for the Rockets. Amanda on the faceoff, Riz in the slot. Flyers win the faceoff. Georgie and Riz are the wings. It goes to Kirsty at the point, tries to get through traffic, wrist shot, save with the left pad, kicked out. Rockets couldn't corral the rebound, kept in. Aaron pinching at the point, popped up over everyone, and Georgie, she's gonna have to send it deep, and that is going to be possession to the Little Flyers. They send the home run pass. It's a 2-on-2 as they're going to skate off the remainder of the shorthanded chance. Snapshot, Ariellis makes the save with the logo on her jersey and leaves no rebound. So the Little Flyers have killed off the penalty. The Rockets get one shot on it and another quality scoring chance, but they can't dent the net. They have a 1-0 deficit here and a 27-3 deficit on the scoreboard. But that shot deficit will mean absolutely nothing if they can get one behind Babin and keep it where it is. Sent in, that was more of a dump, and it goes on net, and Ariellis covers it up. 10:21, second period, 1-0 Little Flyers. Coach Henry has replaced Coach Paul at the end of the bench on the forward side. Rockets send it up. Riz trying to chip it out. Didn't get possession of it right away. It goes back behind the end line, and the Flyers will move it high-low. They send it a little too strong, but still are able to gain possession just out of picture on the near boards in the corner. Amanda has to go down low. Battled for down there using the body and the stick, but the Flyers will maintain possession behind the end line. They keep one in front and two behind. Blocked away by Riz, and it comes all the way out to neutral ice. Georgie in pursuit. Oh, Georgie had nearly gotten a chance right there. Kirsty behind her own net will send it up and not out. Donovan sends it down low. It rolls off the dasher and drops perfectly for 3. Comes up to the point, wrist shot. Amanda gets it with the skates, doesn't know where it is. Tries a hard pass for Izzy. Izzy has Riz 2-on-1 if she could turn the corner. Mundy trying to body her off. She bodies her off and wins the angle battle, but the Rockets are able to get a change. Loose in front, PJ there. Oh, what a block by 19. She got the stick on it just in time. Otherwise, that one might have been ticketed for the top corner on the glove side of the net. Big recovery right there. Face-off win. And the Rockets will keep it in the offensive zone, loose there. It comes out, the Flyers, oh, nearly a breakaway. They send it in offside, but that was a good defensive play to prevent the breakaway. Little Flyers holding the 1-0 lead and a 28-3 advantage in shots. PJ on the face-off, Tootie on the right will kick it in, but 19 will eventually win it. Larissa gets it, sends it in. Tootie's there, just out of picture, and now into picture. Larissa to and safe ice, sends it forward. Izzy trying to shield and move it in. It goes down below the end line. Rockets will pursue, but 19 will get there first. Up the near side boards, just out of view. Battled for there. Larissa at the point tries to send it in, but not deep enough, and the Flyers will move it out. Roberts over the Rockets logo. Donovan skates the line. Roberts tries to turn the corner. Wrist shot. Ariella shrugs it off with the save. Sent up to Georgie, but Georgie can't get it out. She actually kept it in, trying to use her body as a shield. That was not a puck that hit the post. That was a stick, because the puck was behind the end line. Little Flyers will pick this one up. Send it to the point. Fake slap, then a wrist sent wide. Off to the far side, Donovan. Donovan spins behind, gets by Lee, tries to send it in front. Ariellis doesn't let it get all the way through, and PJ down low is able to push it out to the shot. Wrist shot in front, and there's a little after the whistle action, and everybody's going to skate away from that one with no penalties, it looks like. They're letting them play. The penalties have been legit. There's been a couple that they could have called but haven't, and that's fine as long as it's even and nobody's getting hurt out there. 7:35 left, second period, 1-0 Little Flyers over the Rockets. Face off in the defensive zone as Ariellis had to make a nice save there and control a rebound. Rockets win the face-off, and it goes to the near side corner. Lily battling 1-on-2. The Flyer wins it and sends it towards center. Kirsty picks it up there, and she reverses it. No trip. That Claire Poulin tripped on her own. There was nobody near her. The ice toward the end boards can get a little choppy. Comes out of the corner, met with a lot of traffic, and Ariellis gets there. There's a trip by the Flyers after the play. Usually you expect it the other way. So the rough stuff is picked up there. Bruno gets dumped, no call. No initiation from her either, so they're letting him play. 7:12, second period. Shots, the Flyers have 10 times that. If you didn't sign up for the math, the Rockets don't need a big number of shots to find the back of the net, as they have shown this season. And one goal could change the complexion of this game. This game is being played as a tight game. Despite the shots, it is not lopsided. Or as lopsided as you would expect with the shots to be in a 30-3 margin. Rockets battle for it and eventually get it out with a cross-ice whack by Amanda. You don't like to hot potato the puck, but at some point you need to get it out of the zone and force the other team to regroup, and that's what happened there. Amanda's going to try to skate through this one. Kalki gains the line. Actually, she doesn't gain the line. Poulin and Kalki battle against Bruno, and there's Izzy with the curl. A player right there that she couldn't get around. They play on. 6:05 now in the second period. Rockets try to send it in, but Izzy hit Amanda's tuchus, and it's sent in. Booth there, Bruno battling for it. She's got to get up. It's sent behind the net and sent in front. Whacked down, and here's the call. It was when the Rockets touched the puck, so looks like the Rockets are going to be penalized here. It's Tootie going to the box. Let's see what the call is. I didn't see the indication of what it was. Looked like a roughing call. Thank you, Coach Paul.
Back away from the play. The back end.
Away from the play. That's why he's the best color man in the league. 5:48 left, second period. Little Flyers now with a power play and a 1-0 lead. They win the faceoff. Mundy, top of the circle. Ariellis takes the snapshot and uses her waffle board to block her it into the near side corner. Flyers move it behind the end line. Centered. PJ picks that one off. Looks to get off to the races. Wrist shot from the right dot. Can't get through traffic. Sent to the near corner, back to the point, Mundy. Mundy tries to get it over to the right point, she does that. A lot of room there for 15, she sends it low to the corner. Back up to 15 at the right point, top of the circle, wrist shot, hits her own player and goes over to the corner. Now they play with it at length behind the end line. Izzy trying to get to it, but has to retreat into a defensive posture. Flyers will send it and spread out. They try to center it. Mundy gets it, slapper, rebound, nothing. Ariellis covers it up.
Good job of keeping that puck to the outside.
Keeping the puck to the outside. Just my own original thought that came from the voice of Coach Paul, just out of view. 4:57 left, second period, 1-0 Little Flyers. 69 seconds left in their power play. Offensive zone draw. Let's see if PJ can get off to the races. She gets it at least out of the zone. Hill will get it and safely keep 21 from getting away. Little Flyers back into their own zone. Cross ice, they dump it in effectively with the tip. Poulin there, Bruno bodies her off. Camarada up the near side. Comes to the point, between the points. Peyton blocked that shot with her skate and she's limping a little bit. Comes through the slot, sent just wide. She was looking for the redirection, but got her player out of course. 4:20 second period, 30 seconds in the power play. Bruno battling, comes to the point, now between the points. Wrist shot through traffic, Ariella save, leaves no rebound. She got it with the logo on her jersey and never let it hit the ice. Shots 33-3. For the Little Flyers. Now the Rockets doing a little rope-a-dope here. Trying to keep it up. Get a moment and find a way to keep it at 1, and then even the score if they can. Amanda on the face-off, tied up there. Poulin wins it. Back to the point, it chips out. Riz and Amanda. And it is Kirsty and Aaron on the back. Sent through neutral ice. Amanda's going to pick this one up over the Rockets logo, but can she get possession? She can't. Riz gets it, and she sends it in. She's steered away. That will kill off the rest of the penalty. Rockets can't keep it in. Little Flyers break it out. Onside. Booth up the middle. Poulin sends it forward looking for the rebound, but Ari Ellis doesn't give it to her. Rockets did get one shot at the expiration of that shorthanded chance. Amanda now with Riz and Lily. Face-off battle. They've mostly been lacrosse style. Lily's going to jump up to try to get that one out. Riz is going to steer this one up and out, gets it to herself and sent back in offside. So they'll move that one out of the zone. They could even move it to the offside occurred, but they're going to do it in the traditional offside spot. 3-1 nothing Little Flyers. Hard around as the puck goes into the offensive end for the Little Flyers, and Larissa is the one to do that. Rachel will get it and send it down. Let's see if it has enough juice for the icing. The arm is up, and it will be, in fact, an icing. 3:03 now, second period. Rockets trying to keep it here at 1 and see if they can get that moment where they get behind the D. They haven't had a whole lot of offensive possession, but they have had some chances. They come out as the home team with the benefit of the later change. PJ with Tootie and Izzy. They win the face-off, but the Flyers pick it off behind the end line. The Flyers send it all the way down. That is not icing because the Flyers sent it down. So this is a live puck. Conway will be the first to get there. Oh, collision in front! Izzy was skating to the end line. The player in front of her never saw her and jammed on the brakes, and it was a bit of incidental contact. Everybody's okay. Chipped up, and it goes out. Donovan's going to get over there. Rockets hustling back to make it a 2-on-3, and PJ send it around the boards. Mundy's going to get it at the point, step in, send one wide of the net to the far corner. Donovan there. She'll go to Hahn. Tries to go low for Donovan, but it's picked off by Rachel. Hahn, Mundy, chipped up and out. Tootie there in pursuit. Mundy retreating all the way back to her own zone before she finds a little room. But there was an offside in the middle of the ice, 79, whose name I can't read thanks to the ponytail. Sends it. They couldn't get out before the puck got in. 2:01. It's not so is the time left in the second period. 1-0 is the score for the Little Flyers over the Rockets. Wrist shot is fanned upon, and Amanda battling for it in the far corner. Comes out between the points, top of the slot, wrist shot whistled over the net. Amanda's going to get this one and look up, see who she's got there. Oh, was looking for Georgie in neutral ice and sent it just a little too excessively past her. 97. Amanda on the face-off. Lily and Georgie, the wing pair, they are both manning the slot. They win the face-off to the Little Flyers. Lily blocks the shot with the right pad, and she's limping away. 19 doesn't need much to unleash a puck with alacrity there, but Rose Smith will skate off to the bench. The worse for wear. She caught that one maybe on the wrong side, and she hits the bench pretty hard over there. Might have gotten it just outside of one of the fully covered areas of the shin pad. So they'll change the rest of the forward line. PJ with Tootie and Izzy. PJ wins the face-off. sent around by Kirsty to Aaron. Aaron up the far boards to Izzy. Flyers jump in and send it back below the end line. They've been doing that well all game. That's how they're gaining possession. Wrist shot redirected in front, went just wide. 1 minute left in the second period. 1-0 Little Flyers. Rockets need to keep them off the board. Steered out by Tootie deftly. It's not going to be an icing because it's definitely not strong enough. Rockets will pursue. Here's Izzy. She's looking to pick one off. Flyers reverse it all the way down. No icing. Kirsty gets there first through neutral ice. Finds only a Flyer. LeBray through neutral ice. LeBray over the end line dumps it in. 34 seconds left in the period. 1-0 still Little Flyers. They try to center it, but it's knocked away and it'll end up at the point. Hill with a shot. Redirected, went just wide. It hit a Rocket. 17 seconds. Rockets desperate to keep this puck out of the net. Little Flyers, wrist shot, Ari Ellis with the cage save of the face mask. Loose behind the end line, Ari Ellis covers with the blocker hand with 6.6 seconds left in the second period. Little Flyers blitzing now. Rockets parrying punches, keeping themselves in this game. Tootie's going to take the face off here. Front, wrist shot, Ari Ellis with the glove save! No business gloving that one. We'll have to check the door to see if the cops are here because there was a crime just committed. Robbery by Markland. .9, face off, snuffed. There's hitting after the play. Hansen got cross-checked after the play. Jacobus said no way. And now they're mixing it up. Punches being thrown. Referee's trying to get control of it. Hill skates away. Referee orange. Hansen got a cross-check to the back of the neck well after the play was over, and Jacobus said, there's no way. Now the teams have separated. The period has expired. The Rockets should go skate away to their bench. They surround PJ. There's still a stick on the ice. It belongs to a Flyer. The referees are maintaining the distance between the two and having a little discussion over there. They've let the girls play it their way. Larissa's going to go retrieve the stick and keep her distance. Looks like it's PJ's stick. The players are still out there. The Rockets and Little Flyers, it looks like the refs have kept them out there to see who exactly was involved and then determine who is going to the box. There's going to be penalties called upon both. It's going to be difficult to sort out exactly what they are because we don't have the benefit of speaking with the referees. However, we'll do our best to see it indicated, and we'll definitely get it up there on the board. That's why you see most likely the gaggle of girls on either side staying out there. Hill 7 skated away from the fray and skated to the bench, or toward the bench, but she has repatriated with the rest of her team on the other side, and the Rockets group is over here. First here with Coach Jeremy and Coach Walt and Coach Henry. The Little Flyers have just one coach there, so that'll be a discussion certainly with him. Jen Lee goes over, and I wasn't looking at it, but she managed to get the other penalty box open, and Daly jumps in there because it looks like we are going to have penalties. Sides. Now, who ends up with the power play, if any, will be a big determination. And we will wait to see when it goes up on the board. That's George Tillinghast, and he is the best in the business because he's one of the only ones I know. So to me, that makes him one of the best. And Jen Lee keeps score, and she's a hockey lifer. So Jen's pen is going to be busy in that press box. The scorer's box is usually not warm. I think a couple of years ago there might have been a space heater in there, but I think that's something of the past, unless somebody else has brought it in. Nobody's the worse for wear from, I don't know if we could call it a Donnybrook exactly, but the skirmish. Okay, now the referee is instructing who is going where. The full 5-woman unit, it looks like, heading to the box for the Rockets. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Coaches, well, for the moment, no. We'll come over here, and it looks like 90 has been ejected from the game. So that's one ejection for the little Flyers. 4 others in the box. So an ejection on 90. I guess she was the instigator of the situation. 4 then will be in the box. We'll see if a 5th has to go in to serve a penalty. We are in between the second and third periods. The score, which is the most important thing, is 1-0 in favor of the Little Flyers. They have a 36-4 advantage in shots, as you can see here. The lengthy delay is not because we are taking extra. It is because if you are just joining us here on the stream, it's because there was a little skirmish in the offensive zone for the Little Flyers. There was a skirmish after a face-off with 0.9 seconds left. They faced it off, and I guess 90 from the Flyers took a cross-check, or was the deliverer of a cross-check on the Rockets. Jacobus came back and said, hey, we're going to have none of that. And then, maybe not all hell, but a slice of hell broke loose, and there was a lot of clutching, grabbing, and flailing. Not the kind of punches that ended up injuring anybody. So that's the most fortunate thing. And the teams eventually, once the penalties are all sorted. Okay, so we have, so far on the board, we have 2 minutes to, at least for a moment. Now the penalty has gone off the board, and there was a 5-minute major to 90. That's going to be the cross-check, and perhaps either the ejection could be require a review and a report filed by the referees afterward, and a review to the offending player to USA Hockey, which could lead to a suspension of as great as 30 days from all team activities or just games. And that would be including the possible attendance of games. So at least looks like we've gotten at least a little insight to that based on what was on the scoreboard for a moment. And with all of the penalties that were going to be put there, it's going to be difficult to gather what we are going to see on the scoreboard. most of these players, I gather, are going to be in the box for 2 minutes and will be eligible to return to action at the first whistle after we've exceeded the 15 minutes remaining mark of the third period. There might be, I would expect there's going to be at that time a 3-minute power play for the Rockets if it's based on a major penalty versus a minor. So I would think that they'll play 4-on-4 for the first 2 minutes, and then for 3 minutes thereafter, the Rockets would have an unmitigated power play because on a major penalty, a team is permitted to score as many times as they can without the advantage. So major penalties are rare, but they're not unseen, and it looks like we're going to have one here. We'll give you a little break and see if once we get it sorted out, we could figure out what in fact is going to be the result of this. One of the results is that the 16U game a little bit delayed. So now it looks like Jacobus is exiting the ice surface, and maybe she's received a similar penalty, and maybe my indication of what happened is not going to be accurate. We have a few people going down there, and maybe they could find out. Okay. What happened?
Oh, we were just leaving.
Oh, okay. But Peyton got ejected, you said? Okay. So, yeah, we do have it confirmed that 90 on the Flyers and 21 on the Rockets have been ejected, and whether or not that leads to anything else will remain to be seen. Certainly, she was not the instigator. Now, Hansen did remove her helmet momentarily, and her security were petitioning Kirsty to come over on Hansen, who seems to be actually over. Lots of texting going on, as certainly both sides are interested in what's going on here, and this is quite unusual, and I've seen similar things to this, but they don't happen very, very often, especially for a full complement of 5 for each side occupying the penalty box. So Amanda, Riz, and Lily are going to occupy quite a long shift here, it looks like. Georgie will be an extra Rocket, ready to come in off the bench. At some point. So Lily, who took a shot, a hard shot off of the shin pad and hustled back to the bench under a bit of duress, has since come out and played again, and she's out there once again. Still the discussion with the coach of the Little Flyers, and it looks like we're going to go 5-on-5. Now that's going to be a little bit of a disadvantage to the Rockets, because that 5-on-5 is going to last for 2 minutes, which means they'll only be able to sub out 20% of their skaters, and Aaron and Kirsty are going to have to play a full shift on D unless somebody need be shifting back. Have played defense in their careers, and Amanda has played it as recently as this season. Little Flyers also have 4 in the box, so 8 players in the box. Little Flyers have plenty on the bench though, so ideally for them in this situation, they'd be playing short shifts. and see if they can gain an advantage. Most important thing, 1-0 the score. A large disparity in the shots in favor of the Little Flyers. It's 36-4. But the Rockets need just one moment of brilliance in order to change the complexion of this game. Still the long delay. And I certainly wouldn't mind it as much if we were in a climate control one of these games right after, but Rock Ice is among the most frigid venues we have. All right, it looks like we're going to get back to action. I think we told you everything you need to know and a lot more than that. Harry Ellis occupies the net to the right, Babin the net to your left. 5. My guess is that the gaggle of players in the box will be able to come out at the first whistle after 15 minutes. Liftoff in the third. Amanda wins the faceoff over to Riz. Riz sends it deep. Conway sends it for Mundy behind the end line. Lily tries to pursue it. Little Flyers send it cross ice. Kalki is there. She'll move it and send it forward. And it's a whistle and a stoppage of play, looks like on the offside. Amanda on the faceoff. Poulin wins it to Kalki, who steps in and dumps it deep. Kirsty will get to it first and send it around the end boards. Lily there. Amanda comes late. Sent forward, Riz trying to sneak out of it, but she can't break through. Rockets looking for that one moment, they'll send it down. It's going to be an icing unless that puck just dies on its end. No icing, I'm not sure why he waved it off. Rockets will not be able to possess it, and Poulin will bring it into the offensive zone offside. Looked like Booth fired in, and she was expecting the puck to be in first a little more quickly, but the offside. Face-off is outside of the Rockets zone. There are 8 players in the penalty box, 4 from each side. 2 ejections, 90 for Orange, 21 for Gray. But it's even strength for both, full and even strength. Sent in by the Flyers. Bruno skates it forward but can't get it out of the zone. It goes through Kirsty. Ariellis is thinking about jumping out. Roberts shoots it just wide off the outside of the net. Collision there. Georgia uses the body. She's the one sub that the Rockets have until she subbed in for Riz. This unit has to stay out there. They'd take as many whistles as they can. Flyers moving it around in the offensive zone. Send it through the backside of the net. Sent toward the front, but knocked away. It goes to the far corner. They send it to the point. Lily got a piece of it. Will it be enough to get it out? No. They'll pick it off! Oh, Amanda would have had a breakaway with Georgie. She gets it through neutral ice. That one's sent in. It's not going to be icing. The coach says to ice it, but it's given away. The Rockets want a whistle. The Rockets would want a whistle out there. 2-4. The Flyers are playing with 6 players. There's no whistle. The Flyers had 6 players out for 20 seconds. There's no whistle. Wrist shot. Ariella save. Rebound. And she saved another. Or was it in? What's the call? What's the call? The Flyers played 20 seconds with 6 players on the ice. There was no call. We haven't seen a call for a goal. We saw some celebrating, and we saw the referee point to center, which could mean either there is a goal or there's not. 14:40 is a key number. That's the time left on the clock. It also means that the penalty boxes have been cleared. All players that are still eligible in this game are out there. Ariellis somehow made the save right there. The Little Flyers coach abhorrent about the call or non-call. The whistle blew, the puck didn't cross the line. That's what they're saying. The Rockets have managed to get through this far. Can they summit a mountain that's getting ever bigger by the moment? They are still somehow in this game. Poulin gets it. Booth trips and gets the Bronx cheer from her mates. Wrist shot, Ariellis makes the save, not with the glove, but traps it in there. She looked like she got it with the blocker and then covered it with the glove. 14:23 left in what has been an interesting Sunday afternoon at Rock Ice. The second period caused 2 ejections and 2 minutes of penalty time for the other 4 players each side that were left on the ice. That all has expired. Izzy blocks Hill's shot. There's another shot. A rebound goes in. And the emotions are high here as the Little Flyers put that one in. 14:08 left in the third period, and they've doubled the lead to 2-0. They've had an awful lot of pressure. Now we'll see what the Grays have in their arsenal as far as a comeback. Amanda on the face-off wins it back to Larissa. Georgie hustling in after it. Little Flyers move it through. Kalki can't hold on to it. Rachel steps up. Poulin gets it in. Riz is going to get this out, and she's going to get a little room here. She's going to be 1-on-2 or 1-on-3, 1-on-4. Dumps it deep to the corner. Riz trying to pick it off now, forces a reversal. Amanda gets over there on the boards, sends it toward the slot. Riz was at the back door, but it didn't get through. Rachel toes the line, but can't keep it in. She crosses over to... She'll go back across ice toward Amanda and Georgie, but can't find either. Poulin gets it now in the corner. Poulin curls out, finds a lot of traffic there. Back to the point, they try to go high-low. Amanda's going to pick this one up, and let's see how much room she has to skate. She's going to skate it all the way up. She's going to skate it in, dump it. At the net, a bouncer, but picked up like Anthony Rizzo, fielding a bouncing grounder on a lazy Thursday afternoon in July. Or as we like to call him, Cousin Anthony. That's because of the right-handed catching glove. Normally we make a shortstop reference, but in this case we'll make the first baseman reference. Rockets win the face-off, but let's see if they can make it. Goes behind the end line to Tootie. She gets a lot of traffic from Conley. Reverse to the near side. Comes up the half boards and sent through. Kersey's going to have to hustle back, otherwise she's going to be in deep trouble. Gains the center line and sends it back in with 12:47, 46, 45, 44 left in the game. 2-0 Little Flyers. They got 1 in the second and 1 early here in the third to double the lead. The Rockets have rope-a-doped it. They've managed to stay in this game against the top team in the league. They could use a goal to change the complexion. Lily's dumped behind the play, right? On the play. Dumped from behind, I should say. And the Rockets are going to go on a power play. So Rose Smith sacrificing the body in innumerable ways here throughout the game. Heavy shot with a part of her pad that didn't offer much protection on the legs. And she has taken a cross check here to give the Rockets a power play with 12:19 left in the third period. Amanda on the faceoff tries to move this puck in. 19 banks it off the board to herself. She's got the poke check just in time. Rockets are going to try to break out. Ariellis got the tip of the stick as 19 moved across the crease and had her beat. She just got enough of the puck, just enough. Rachel's going to pick it up. She's going to try to move it forward. Poulin picks it off of her. 19, slapper from the dot. It hit Larissa's skate and goes to the far side. Amanda's going to try to chip it forward for Georgie. She's got Riz with her. Amanda gains the line and cross ice dumps it for the corner. Louisa trying to get there, can't do it. They send it out to the Flyers. 19's going to get in again. She's been more than a thorn in the side. She's been the top player in orange, and they've had a lot. That one's sent in offside. Let's see if they call the intentional and send it all the way down. Probably not. We haven't seen that too much, but it does happen on occasion. Coach Jeremy is going to call a timeout here with 11:23 left in the third period, and his team facing a 2-0 deficit on the scoreboard. The shots are 40-4 to the net. Interestingly, during a timeout, when a player is in the box, usually the refs are sticklers about keeping that player in the box and not letting them join back with the rest of their team. Hardly a large offense, but just goes to show you the fickleness of referees sometimes, where some think it's a big deal and others think nothing of it. They're more concerned with everything that's going on in the score sheet and the scoreboard, as well they should be. If you're tuning in, looking for the 16Us, we're glad to have you. Join us for the last 11:23, and then the 16Us will be on a separate stream later on. This is the 19U AA New Jersey Rockets girls against the Little Flyers. As we reset, 65 seconds left in a vital power play for the Rockets. Game. Do the Rockets have one or two moments of brilliance in them to steal this one? The main thief occupies the net to the right, Ariellis Markland. At times she's been unconscious. Flyers win the faceoff and they send it in shorthanded. Booth might be the first one over there. Aaron's going to battle for it, and Izzy's going to come down and bring this one out. Izzy moving it up through neutral ice with Lily and Tootie on the power play. So this is a unit we haven't seen together. In the line, and she's going to take it all the way over the end line, looking for somebody in center. It's knocked away. Aaron can't keep it in with the skate. Tootie covers at D passes for. He's going to pursue up front, and now Izzy can jump down in there. Tootie's going to cover the point. Kirsty tries to go to the point for Tootie, can't maintain possession. Flyers reverse it. Aaron's going to send it in successfully. 9 seconds left in the power play. Can the Rockets center? Lily's in front if they can get it there. Aaron's going to have to run to for a redirection. They're going to kill the penalty, but they're going to take the icing in order to do that. So the Little Flyers have killed off the penalty. The Rockets don't manage a shot on it. They did get a little bit of possession, and they will have an offensive zone face-off here with 10:14 left. So the Rockets, with PJ out for the remainder of the game due to an ejection, are going to have to make adjustments here at center. Flyers get in. This is possibly behind the D. 3 looking, centers it for Booth in front. Booth gets it. What a save by Ariellis! She got the glove on it again. Booth was in front looking for the top corner. Sent up the boards. Riz trying to block that one away and look for the break. Riz is behind the D if that puck can somehow squirt out. And they need to play with a little more offensive posture here, do the Rockets. They're going to have to at some point take some chances. Amanda ties up Poulin in front. Otherwise, Poulin had situated herself for a brilliant scoring chance at the top of the crease. Poulin now in the corner, tries to get through to center, but Amanda picks it off. It's sent to the point. Sent in. Ariellis gets the save with the pad. Wrist shot stopped with the pad and then glove down. And nobody dared do anything after the whistle there. Booth thought about it and she pulled up. Izzy's going to take the for the third period. Wrist shot goes off a deflection. Goes So that's going to push the lead to 3-0. And when you're sitting there with 4 shots and a 3-goal, but the Rockets have been knocking on the door. And at some point, maybe things will face off and send it back toward their D. They move it up the near side wing. Aaron sends it in offensively, but can't connect with Tootie. Sent in, Kirsty's back. She's got Donovan on her, curls, and banks it off the far side boards for Izzy. Izzy's going to get it through neutral ice. Net. There's a shot on goal. At this point, they're going to take to get them much. Riz join and D. 8 feet. Looking for it over there. Got a little collision just underneath. Roberts got a piece of. Kirsty tries to get it out, but it's rebuffed by 79, who sends it deep, but Kirsty picks it up, and now they'll play it again behind the net. Aaron's going to get there and try to move it forward. Falls down, trying to pursue it. Wrist shot goes through the slot and the bottom of the crease, top of the crease actually. Top of the crease on one side and the bottom of the crease on the other. 79 picks it off, gets to the slot, tied up by Aaron nicely, and nicely, deftly to avoid. Oh, there's a redirection off of a shot, and it went just wide. Rockets trying to take a little more chances here. Amanda's going to skate up the right wing. She's got Riz with her. Amanda's going to shoot it, stick to side easily. She had Riz up the middle. Georgie now at the half boards will try to send it low, but sends it to a Flyer. Flyers try to move it up, and they do it through Roberts at neutral ice. Rachel waits for her mates to get onside, some of them changing, some of them not, sends it in. It comes out, Rachel steps back in. She did put that one back in offside. Shots on goal, 44-5. 3-0 to score, both of those in favor of the Little Flyers. 7:25. Unless the Rockets can mount an improbable offensive attack, the end result is not going to go their way on the scoreboard. However, against the top team in the league, they've shown on that a given day they can play it tight enough to be in the game, needing just a break or two to make things go their way. As Poulin skates in, centers it, and there's a goal. Not much Ari Ellis could do about that one. As the Little Flyers skate in, gets just one extra player behind the D, move that puck from near side to far side and redirect it. So that's going to push it to 4-0. It was 2-0 heading into the third, and now the Little Flyers have netted a couple. 7:02 left in the contest. That was their 46th shot. Amanda wins the face-off to Aaron. Aaron sends it for Riz, who's going to skate it over the left wing. Riz is going to fire it at the net, bouncer, and she does Babin, knock it down with the stick and corral it with the glove. So the Rockets wise at this point to take even shots that are not high percentage because they just haven't gotten a lot of them. Effortless so far. And orange. Little Flyers hustling in. They got behind the D over there, but a big win. Larissa gets, that's Kirsty that got hooked down, but they're not going to call that. Amanda's trying to get this one out. Needs the skates and the stick and everything else just to get it out of the zone. There's a trip there, no call, so they're going to let it go either way. The hook one way, no call. The trip the other way, no call. I think the refs want this one to be over with no more fisticuffs at this point. Hill at the point will negotiate around one. There's a shot that Aaron knocked down. Donovan was trying to redirect it with the screen. They'll play with it behind the end line. Flyers now Hill. Wrist shot from the outside of the circle and Ariellis knocks it down. So we played exactly a minute since the last stoppage. 6:02 left in the third from Rock Ice in Dunellen. 4-0 Little Flyers. Izzy on the face-off, and Tootie steps in to win that one. Much the way the Rockets have had face-offs won against them here in the third period a couple of times, and a few times throughout downs and to some goals against. Larissa perfectly waits for Lily to get onside before sending it in, and the Flyers will try to break out, but they can't easily. Lily's going to get possession if she can off the drop from Larissa, but the Flyers eventually get it and they move it into the offensive zone. Han is there, and she'll move it through the slot and into the far corner for three, who has long hair that's not allowing me to catch a full read of her nameplate. They send, and Riz is going to pick that one up, chip it up, but not out. Riz playing with Izzy and Lily now, and a little traffic from Rachel, forcing that one wide. Izzy's dropped down to play the front of the net here. She's played mostly wing as a Rocket. There's going to be another penalty, and Izzy touches up. Oh! Takes a hit after. That looked like more incidental contact than anything. And the Rockets are going to be shorthanded for a couple of minutes with 4:56 left in. Flyers holding a 4-0 lead. It's Larissa. Looked like interference, I think. Amanda on the faceoff with Georgie up front. Georgie tries to pick off that pass between the points, nearly had it and got off to the races. Flyers redirected in front by Roberts, and a nice save by Ariellis over there through the first 20 seconds of the penalty kill. Far side sent deep. Moved into the slot for Poole, and she gets traffic from Aaron. Hill steps in for the shot, backside, and that was Amanda that prevented a yawning goal from being penetrated. 79 had it. Wrist shot through traffic, doesn't get through. Georgie's going to get this and forces Hill to withdraw her position at the point. Georgie's going to. They're shorthanded, 2-on-4 here, 2-on-5 now, as all up the puck low. Kirsty waiting, sends it in just a moment too soon before Georgie could get onside. Whistle at a stoppage of play, 3:52 left in the game. 4-0 Little Flyers, 49-6 the shots for Orange. 57 seconds left in the penalty. Izzy won the faceoff, but she won it right back. She won it forward to a Flyers player. She's up front killing the penalty with Tootie. Kirsty and Rachel on D. Izzy knocked that one off with her skate to keep it in the zone. Tootie knocks it right back in the zone. Trying to play a little cat and mouse here, and they're the Cats for a moment, and the Little Flyers are the mice. The Flyers, as they send it in through the slot, they can't redirect it. Tied up there. Goes to the point. Izzy trying to pick it out of Booth's skates and get off to the races. Rockets still efforting a chance to get a breakaway here and see if they could get behind the defense and get that 0 off the board. That's mostly what they're concerned about at this point. That is not going to be an icing, and that is going to kill off the penalty as it went through the legs of one of the Flyers. So they've killed off the penalty to Larissa, and they have, oh, Tootie gets it, nearly knocked it right into the net. Centered, low, looking for it. The far side, and they break out 3-on-2. Kalki with Booth. Kalki looking for the pass, sends it off the pad of Ariellis. Riz is going to break out, sends it forward for Amanda, but she sent it to a spot where Amanda couldn't corral it. Booth, 2:21 left. The score here, the win and the loss is basically decided at this point, barring absolute miracle that all of us Rockets people are hoping for. Slapper, Ariellis gets the pad on it, leaves a rebound out there, wrist shot, gets the pad on it again. Georgie sends it forward for Riz, takes a bump from behind there. Under 2 minutes left in the game. So between the points, Riz looking to pick that one off. Poulin slapper goes just wide. Georgie's going to get this, tries to look for some clear ice, sends her player out of the way and gives Amanda a chance. Amanda for Riz, she can't knock it down unless it goes on net. It's an icing. Oh, the Rockets could have used that break. 91 seconds left in the game. We'll give you another look at Riz wearing the green Ramapo High School gloves to do her bit to honor late Ramapo football coach Drew Gibbs, who we tragically lost earlier this week. Coach Gibbs and family, we're thinking about you, and our prayers are with you and the rest of the Ramapo family, of which I am proud to be a part of. 127 now remaining. Izzy on the face-off. We're back to full and even strength. Wrist shot redirected in front. Kirsty there to break it up. No quit in the Rockets despite the win-loss being a fait accompli. Conway with the wrist shot tries to steer it through traffic, and it is tipped wide by Sticks in front. Sent to the near side corner. Sent through the slot. Really got a stick on it. Mundy sends it down just wide of the net looking for a redirection, but nobody was there. It's sent hard off the boards and chipped away into an area that the Rockets would like to have a rushing player, but at least it's out of the zone. Poulin, 71, was skated in. Izzy's got to watch the check there. Wrist shot, blockered away and covered up. Izzy got the bump right there, and the way they've been calling it, it looked like she closed the gap, but the puck was there, and she might have even made contact with the puck, so. Seconds, 0.6 left, and I think everybody just wants to get out of here cleanly at this point. Amanda on step through. Roberts tripped on her own there. Riz is looking to in the skates and not precisely. Riz, Georgia. It's Riz trying to get it again. In the final minute of a similar ilk, where the Rockets rope-a-doped and kept it close. Flyers will move it through the offensive zone. Hahn will send it. Looked like it was going wide of the net, but Ariellis gloved it down. 7 seconds left here, 55-6 the shots for the Little Flyers. 4-0 the score. It looks like is he calling too many? They're just running off the final 7 seconds. Fair enough. That'll do it. Rockets 0. Final shots 55. And the teams will shake hands with the shutout for the Little Flyers. Brilliant in the net. When the Rockets to hit, and once you've done that, going live. And we appreciate it's all about the youth hockey level, and ice, and that's what hockey's all about, having fun and playing hard. The Little Flyers 4-0 from Rock Ice in Dunellen, New Jersey. This is Joe Rizzo. Stay tuned in a separate upload for videos with Coach Jeremy and maybe Coach Paul. We'll see how that one goes. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Rockets Girls Hockey.